So we're just going to take ourselves onto the mat. I'm obviously going to have to move over for the dog. Just adjust this camera a little bit so you can see my feet. There we go, perfect. Okay, so nice and grounded through the feet, lengthen through the spine, and just relaxing through those shoulders, gentle engagement through the core center, and we're just shifting side to side. Exaggerating that movement by just lifting up through the sides of the feet. We get a little bit of cracking, that's okay. A really effective way just to mobilize the feet. And then we're going to come forward and back, and slowly but surely we're going to take it further up onto the toes, just to activate through the undersides of the feet and up into the calves. And just a gentle activation through the core stabilization system. Okay, from there, we're going to stand on one leg. We're going to lift up through the other, lengthen through the supporting side, and we're just going to circle through the ankles. Nice big circles. And then we're going to change direction. Nice big full circles. And then we're going to change to the other side. So lengthen through that supporting side, lift up through the leg, big circles through the ankles. And then we're going to change direction. And we relax that down. Okay, so we're just going to narrow stance, slide the hands down to the knees. And then we're going to circle through those knees, just trying to keep a nice connection of your feet to the ground. And we're deepening that knee bend if we can. And then we're going to change direction. Initially, we're noticing the connection of the feet to the ground as we work through that circle. And then we're going to take it into a deeper knee bend. Okay, we bring it up into a standing position. We're going to widen through the feet, nice wide position. We're just going to wiggle through the hips to begin with. So we're dipping through one side, dipping through the other, and we're keeping the upper body nice and neutral. So we're dipping through one side, dipping through the other. Again, just a really nice way to mobilize through the hip joints and around the pelvis and lower back. And then we're going to create a circle. So 4 points. Push the pelvis forward, over to the side, scoop it round, over to the side. And again, we're just trying to focus the movement on the hips and pelvis. So we're trying to keep as upright and neutral as possible with the upper body. We'll get a little bit of movement, that's okay. We don't want to be moving solely through the upper body, okay? And then we're going to change direction. So side, scoop round, side, open forward. Awesome. From there, we bring it into a narrow stance again. And we're going to draw one knee to the chest. I'll give you 2 options of how we can do this next exercise. So we're warming everything up. We're going to draw the knee to the chest. Now, we can either step that foot back, okay, ground the heel, and then bring the arms up out in front of us, up overhead, and then we bring it back to the knee raise, okay? So knee to chest, step it back, arms above the head. So we're opening through the front of the body. Alternatively, we are going to take the knee to the chest, step it back, lower the back knee down, and take the arms to the sky. Okay, from there, we bring it back up, knee to chest. We step it back, knee to ground, arms up overhead. We bring it up, knee to chest. So the goal is to be able to do this movement pattern nice and fluently. Okay, just really harnessing the power of the legs, the core, to transition from one position to the other. Okay, if you're not here and you just want to take it back without lowering that knee, then you can. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Okay, so knee to chest. And then we either take a step back, lower the heel down, arms up and overhead, or knee to chest, step it back, lower that back knee down, arms overhead, power it up, knee to chest. Okay, if you find balance is a bit of an issue with this, as you step it back, you can step it wider. Okay, so just gauge where you're at and how to create your most efficient movement. Power it up, knee to chest, step it back, and down, arms to the sky, power it up. Once more. And then we relax everything back down. Awesome. Okay, so from here, we're going to widen the stance and we're going to turn one foot out. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is just glide the knee over the toe. So super simple. Yeah, nice opening through the hips. And we're just gliding the knee over the toes. So nice and light, no pain or discomfort, nice gentle glide. So, okay, so from here, we're going to bend through that knee and we're going to hold that position. So the knee's bent. We're going to lower the forearm down so it's resting on the thigh, just making sure we don't scrunch up to the shoulders, so nice position in the shoulders. And then the other arm, we're going to take the fingertips into the sky. So nice and grounded through the feet, nice and supported through the shoulders and neck. And then we're going to do a thread the needle variation. So the top hand glides down and through the legs. And we take the hand up to the sky. Okay, the hand glides down and between the legs. Hand up to the sky. Remember, nice position for shoulders, supported through the neck. We glide the hand through. Take that back up. And then we're going to do one more. We glide, hand through, fingertips to the sky, and then we're going to lift up and out of that. Okay, so we turn the other foot out now. Okay, so bring ourselves back to a centered position. We turn the other foot out. Okay, and we're just going to glide the knee over the toes, nice and light. Just really getting that lovely glide through there. As we bend through the knee, we're increasing the load through the knee. And remember, the body is reactive, not proactive. So we don't get stronger if we don't do these exercises, yeah? So loading the knee to create stronger knees. Okay, so We bend the knee, we hold it there. Adjust the feet and position accordingly so you can feel good. And then we're going to take the forearm down onto the thigh, and then the top hand, we're going to take the fingertips to the thigh. Okay, and we're doing the thread the needle variations. The top hand draws down and glides between the legs. Okay, we take that back up to the sky. Okay, notice how it feels. We glide the hand down and through the legs. We take that hand back up. We go again. We glide it through. Into the sky. And then we're going to do that once more. Glide it through. Into the sky. Lift up and out. And we're going to bring ourselves into a narrow stance. From there, we're just going to draw a heel to the bottom. And we're going to hold this position. Now with this position, if heel to the bottom is quite challenging and you're not quite there yet, all I want you to do is bring the foot up, try and take hold of either the heel, or even if we're not there, just repeat a movement where you're drawing the foot to the hand. You need fingertips on a wall, you can. So all you're going to do is repeat that movement. But ideally we want to hit a point where we can bring the heel to the bottom. Okay, we think about alignment in the knees. We think about the position of the rest of the body. And then we scoop the tailbone under so we can create that release through the front of the leg, through the thigh. We hold it, we breathe, and then we change to the other side. Okay, so again, if the heel to the bottom is too much, you can either kind of take hold of the heel, or you repeat a movement where we're drawing the foot behind us to the hand. And the goal is to be able to draw the heel to the bottom, alignment of the knees, positioning of the rest of the body, so we're optimizing that position. Scoop the tailbone under, and we're getting that nice release down through the thigh. Good. Relax that down. Okay, so from there, one more exercise in the standing position. We're going to take the hand behind the back, either hold the hands or clasp the fingers together. We're not forcing the shoulders back, but we're thinking about an optimal position. So we're gently drawing them back, a gentle engagement through the core, so we're not flaring the ribs or overarching the lower back. And we're going to take a bow. So the movement comes from the hips, and then we draw it back up. Okay, so the things we're trying to avoid is dipping through the chest, curving through the spine. Okay, we're hinging through the hips, and then we draw it back up. So we're hinging through the hips, and we want to keep as neutral spine as possible. If you're a little bit unsure as to whether you're doing this right or not, then you can go away. If you've got a long mirror, just practice and just take a look from side view as to whether you are able to move through the hips without curving through the spine. And you will feel a little bit of a pull on the back of the legs. Okay, that's okay, but it shouldn't feel painful. Okay, just notice that movement through the hips. Little squeeze of the glutes at the top. Okay, we're going to do one more. Okay, relax down. So we'll move, before we take it down onto the mat, actually, we'll do a really nice nourishing exercise for the shoulders. We're going to do a little bit of work on the shoulders. So take a wide stance again. I'm going to show you a side on view because it's probably most useful. So a nice wide position through the feet. And then we're just going to, again, we can hinge through those hips. It's a little bit more relaxed this time. We're going to relax one arm down, okay? The other arm, we can either use it on the leg to support us, or we can take it up and behind the back so it's out of the way. So think about what serves you best, because I want you to try and relax through the shoulder and arm. So imagine it's a nice heavy weight, okay? We're completely relaxed through there, okay? And then from there, we're just gonna circle the arm, okay? Circle the hand, sorry. Okay, keep it as relaxed as possible. Circle the arm. And then we're going to change direction. This is a really good exercise if you've got anything going on around the shoulders. Allow the arms to feel heavy, 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 heavy. Just allow that freedom of movement. And then we're going to bring ourselves up and out, and then we switch to the other side. So just relax and unload the back of the body for a moment, and then we're going to go again. So we do hinge through the hips, okay? We relax the arm down, and this other arm can be on the leg to support us, or we can take it behind the back, okay? Just take a moment to relax the arm. Just think about the arm, forget about everything else for a moment, and then we circle it. Nice circles. It's quite nice to kind of create that movement by shifting, gently shifting through the body. So rather than the arm circling, just allow that shift through the body to get that movement. And then we're going to change to the other side. And we'll allow the arms to completely relax. And we'll bring that back up. And we're just going to clasp the fingers behind us or hold the hands behind us. This time we are going to just gently lift through the rib cage. Draw the shoulder blades down towards the lower back. I'm sorry, the back hips. Lower back will do. And just open everything out. Okay, and relax down. Okay, so we're going to take it down onto the mat now. And move that camera down without disturbing. Oh, no, that didn't work. Sorry, Tiggy. Did I disturb you? Okay. Perfect. Have a little snooze there, kiddo. Okay, so we're going to take it down onto the mat as efficiently as possible. So we're bending through the knees and hips. We'll take it into that 4-point kneeling position. So we're starting with cat-cow. So if you need to do it in a standing position, you can. You can use a piece of furniture to rest your hands on and do the movement there. Okay, I'm going to draw the belly button up to the sky, tailbone under, press down through the hands and lift up through the chest bone. And then we go the opposite way. Belly button down, tailbone back through the chest. Okay, up we go, all the way up, 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 up. And then we take it down into the cow. Now, one thing I want you to try and focus on with the cow is the creases of the arms where the elbows are. If you can just gently rotate them so they're facing forward, We put the shoulders in a great position. Okay, so that's in the cow part of the exercise. We move into the cat all the way up, 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 up. And then we take it down into the cow. Lift through the chest. A nice position with those elbows. Amazing. We'll do that once more. All the way up, 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 up. And we take it down into the cow. Think about the position of the arms. Tailbone back, lift through the chest. Awesome. So the next exercise is going to be another variation of thread the needle. So if you need to do it standing, if kneeling isn't an option, then take yourself back, hands on the back of a piece of furniture, and then we're going to take it down and glide through. And you can do the different variations, hand at the side of the head, go down, and behind the back. Now, if you're not, we're going to do something slightly different. We're not doing those 3 variations, just something slightly different. Okay, so high kneeling instead of 4-point kneeling. We're going to take one leg out to the side and we're going to ground through the foot. So we want nice alignment, knee, hip, shoulder, ground the foot. From here, we're going to take the arms out to the side and we're going to move away from the outstretched left leg. So we're drawing the hand away from the outstretched leg and then we're going to tip, place the hand down, and we've got the fingertips to the sky. Okay, if you're not sure, just take a look at the position I'm in right now. From here, similar to what we did in standing, the hand comes down, but it glides between the grounded hand and the knee. And then we bring it back up to the sky. Okay, make sure we're looking at like a nice straight line. So try not to stop here, take it right out. We glide it through. We take it up to the sky. And we glide it through. Up to the sky. We're going to do one more. And then from there, we're just going to lift it up and out of that, bring it back to center, and take it out to the other side. So the foot is out and grounded, nice alignment, knee, hip, shoulder. We're going to take the hands out to the side. We reach away from the outstretched leg, tip, 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 fingertips to the sky, okay, and then we glide the arm through. And take the fingertips to the sky. And glide the arm through. The fingertips to the sky. And we go again all the way through. Fingertips to the sky. We're going to do one more. Right through. All the way up to the sky. We lift up and out. And from there, we're going to take it into a seated position. Okay, first of all, we're just going to have the legs out in front, feet rounded, hands down behind. And ideally, we want the fingers pointing backwards. Okay, if not, they can come out to the side, that's fine. Fingertips pointing backwards. We create a nice opening through the chest and just open everything out across the chest, down the arms and fingertips. Make sure the feet are grounded. Make sure you're lengthened and supported through the lower back. And just take a moment here to breathe and rest. Okay. So you lift up and out of that. We're going to straighten the legs, lengthen through the spine. Okay, now we can use the hands to support us. So that looks like fingertips coming down behind, but make sure you're not gripping through the shoulders. You need to take it further back, you can. The goal is to be able to create that L shape through the spine, through the body. Okay, we're going to do the bottom walks. So use the fingertips to assist you if you need to. We're going to glide one heel away from us. Okay, one heel away from us, and the bottom walks a step, and then we go the other one, the bottom walks. So we're moving down the mat. We glide the heel, the bottom follows. Okay, so using the hands to assist us actually allows us to create our fullest walk with the heel and the bottom, yeah? So it allows us the time to glide all the way down. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, take the hands up and go. The idea is we don't have to rush it. You will get a little bit more of a shift in the body, okay? But it's about being able to get that nice length through the walk. Okay, and then we're going to take it backwards. So opposite now, the heel is drawing towards us, the bottom walks back. Okay, heel is drawing towards us, bottom walks back. Now, depending on what surface you're doing this on, you might have to use the hands anyway. If you're on a carpet, it feels like you're burning your heels off, right? Use the hands to support you to create more of a lift through the whole leg and the heel, okay? But if you're on a harder surface like me, where you can get that glide, then you can, if you would like to complete the exercise without the hands. And notice which direction it feels easier in. So for me, walking forward, down the mat is much easier than coming back. Okay, once we've returned to our start position, we're going to place the hands down behind us, open through the chest, and I want you to intentionally let go of the hips and the legs, and you can just give them like a little bit of a wiggle side to side. So opening through the chest, strong through the upper body, it's supporting us, and just give those legs a little wiggle side to side. Relax them like we did with the arm, where we were relaxing the hand down to the ground. Right from the shoulder, we're doing that with the legs now. Let go of any gripping with the hips. Just give them a little wiggle. Okay. We're going to sit it up, and we're going to do that one more time. So one more repetition of that exercise. Lengthen through the spine. Remember, use the fingertips if you need to. We're going to glide the heel away and walk the bottom. So glide the heel away, walk the bottom. Glide the heel away, walk the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to take it back. Okay, so the opposite, heel draws back. Fantastic. Okay, so once we've got there, again, hands behind us, let go of the hips, open to the chest, give them a little wiggle, let those legs just relax. Amazing. Okay, from there, feet narrow, fingertips down behind us, roll side to side. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, you can either keep it as it is or widen the feet so that we've got that split leg position, and we're going to do exactly the same. Lift up and over. So the feet stay at the same point. Okay, we're just lifting up and over with the knees, kind of like a windscreen wiper. Okay, if you want a bit more from that, you can lift the bottom off the ground, okay? Try and do it so the knees are on the mat, otherwise it can become a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, so if that feels a little bit out of reach, you can use the hands to lift the bottom up. Yes, you can see, you can use the hands to lower it down and take it over. Okay, use the hands to lift up and out. Use the hands to come down. And the goal is to be able to do that hands free. Controlling the movement. Lift up and out. Control the movement. Okay. Awesome. So now we're gonna hold that position, that split leg position, and we've got one exercise to do here. So we're gonna use the hand that can touch the back foot, and we're gonna glide it forward in the direction of the front knee. So we reach all the way forward. We then create an arc, so the hand comes up and over, and then we rotate hand back, so it's in the direction of the back foot. Okay, it glides forward, 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 reach. The arm comes up and over through that arc, fingertips come back. If you want it more challenging, the supporting hand comes behind the back, and we reach all the way forward. Into that arc, up and over, the hand comes back. And then glide it forward, all the way forward. Through the arc, up and over, and back. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side to get that nice, comfortable split leg position. Okay, the hand that can touch the back foot is the one we're going to reach forward, across the body, okay, in the direction of the front leg. We create the arc up and over. We rotate round in the direction of the back foot. And we glide it all the way forward. We create the arc up and over in the direction of that back foot. If you want it more challenging, the hand comes behind the back. We reach it forward. We lift it up and over. We draw it back. We glide it forward. Create the arc up and over. We reach it back. We're going to do one more. Glide it forward. Up and over. Reach it back. Amazing. So from there, legs out, forward. Hold on to those hamstrings. We roll it down onto our back. Just hug the knees to the chest, give them a little wiggle. Massage that lower back into the mat. Okay, so we're going to place the feet down, and we're going to work through the shoulder bridge and then add a progression in. Okay, so feet grounded, nice alignment, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders grounded. We scoop the tailbone under, flatten the lower back to the mat. And we're going to lift the pelvis to the sky, squeeze through the glutes at the top, squeeze through the bum cheeks, and then we're going to roll down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Okay, we go again. Scoop the tailbone under, flatten the lower back to the mat. Lead with the pelvis to the sky, squeeze through the glutes to the top, and then we roll it back down. Okay, we're going to do one more, and then I'll add the progression in. Scoop under, take the pelvis to the sky, squeeze through the glutes, and then we roll it back down. Okay, so the progression today is connecting hips to shoulders. A full body movement now. Scoop under. As we lift the pelvis to the sky, the arms come up overhead. Relax down to the ground. Squeeze through the glutes at the top. And then we keep the arms overhead for as long as possible. We roll down through the spine. If you hit a stuck point, the arms come up and over to assist you. Yes, you get that smooth roll through the spine. Otherwise, we scoop under, pelvis to the sky, arms overhead, squeeze through the glutes at the top. We roll down and the arms stay overhead. We come back down to the side and we go again. Okay, so flatten the lower back to the mat, arms overhead, squeeze through the glutes at the top, roll it down. And then bring the arms down. And we're going to do one more repetition. Scoop it under. Arms come up and over. Squeeze through the glutes at the top and then we roll it. Roll, 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 roll. Okay, awesome. We take our arms out to the side now. Draw the feet together. Knees are still bent and we're going to lower the knees over to one side. Draw back to center and over to the other. So low level. Yeah, we're focusing on mobility and release, especially through that lower back. We're focusing on fluency of movement. And as we transition from one side to the other, we think about a very gentle core engagement. So a little bit of work through this core. Amazing. Fabulous. So we're now going to take ourselves into, so there's two exercises that complement each other, but they're both in different positions. We're either going to take it high kneeling, or if kneeling is not an option, take it into a standing position. Okay. So in this high kneeling position, we're going to work on the shoulders. And the first thing we're going to do, super simple, is elbows touching to the side, and we're just going to take those hands out to the side and then draw it back. So it's just about getting that rotation through the shoulders. Really simple exercise, but really good for us. So think about that nice engagement through the shoulders. I'm going to do one more and we're going to change it slightly. Okay, so now we're going to take ourselves hands out to the side like we did. Okay, we're going to reach the hands out a little bit with less of an angle, and then we're going to draw the elbows and we're going to try and draw them behind our back. Okay, so from the side view, we're going to try and get those elbows behind the back. And then we open back out. Okay, nice and lengthened through the spine. We draw the elbows behind the back. We open out. We go again, we draw the elbows behind the back. So it's almost like the shoulder blades are squeezing together. We open. We draw the elbows behind the back. Try not to draw the hands in. And we open. We're going to do one more. Elbows behind the back. And open that out. Relax the arms down. Give them a little wiggle, roll. And then we're going to take ourselves down into front lying position. So we're laid onto our tummy. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to work into a spinal extension. So we're squeezing through the bum cheeks to stabilize the pelvis. And then we're going to just gently draw ourselves up onto those forearms and then roll down through the tummy. Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep that moving. Going up onto the forearms, a little squeeze through the glutes, and we stabilize the pelvis, and then we roll it down. Now, if that feels super simple, super easy, we do exactly the same. However, we can press up onto the hands, so we get a deeper extension through the spine. Then we roll it down. Always remember to squeeze those glutes to begin with. We draw that up into that nice spinal extension, and then we roll it down. So if we're drawing up onto the hands, we're also engaging with the shoulders, as well as working through that extension of the spine. Squeeze the glutes. Up, here we go. You roll it back down. We're going to do one more. Squeeze the glutes. Roll it up. Glide it back down. And then we rest there for a moment. Just rest the head on the hands and just relax into this position. Just a nice feeling of weightedness through the pelvis. Nice feeling of weightedness through the head and shoulders. And just take a moment to breathe. Okay, so from here, the next exercise is going to resemble the one we did in the high kneeling position. Okay, so the head position and the neck position is we're going to take our glands down towards the ground. Okay, so we're not looking ahead of us. The glands is down towards the ground. So it's really in a good position for the neck. The arms are going to come down by the sides. Little squeeze through the glutes, so we're in a nice strong position. And then we're going to take those arms out to that position we did in high kneeling, okay? So palms down to the ground, thumbs pointing forward, okay? And then we're going to just gently lift and lower. So kind of level one of this is to have those hands on the ground. I'm just going to move forward a little bit so I can have both hands on the ground, okay? Level one is to draw the hands and elbows up off the ground, okay? That's our level one. Level two, we draw the hands and elbows up, and then we're going to draw the elbows together behind the back. We relax it all back down. Let go of the shoulders. We lift the hands and the elbows up, nice position for the shoulders. We draw the elbows together behind the back. We relax it all down. Remember, we're squeezing through the glutes again to stabilize. Lift the hands and elbows. Draw the elbows behind the back. And relax it back down. We're going to do one more. Hands and elbows up. Draw it back. And relax. Amazing. Okay, again. Rest the head on the hands. Let go of the pelvis. Relax through the pelvis. Relax through the head and shoulders. And just take a moment to breathe. And a couple of nice, big, full, relaxing breaths. Okay, amazing. We'll take it into a side lying position now. You can use a cushion or a block to support the head. Otherwise, we relax that down to the ground. And the underneath arm is out in front of us at eye level. Okay, knees and hips stacked. And we're going to do something that's just a different variation to what we normally do with this one. We're going to open the book. So the top hand glides all the way forward past the bottom hand as it normally does. Then we're going to open the book, so the hand comes up and over, and we rotate back. Take a moment in that position, and then we close the book. Now with this, if you want to challenge the body a bit more and push for a little bit more mobility, you will straighten that underneath leg and take the book, the top leg stays bent and relaxes down to the ground, so it acts as an anchor. So we would do exactly the same. Glide the top hand forward, open the book, and what you would find is it will feel more challenging. You'll feel like you've got less range of movement. It's just that you're starting in a slightly more rotated position. But it anchors the pelvis. And then we close the book. Okay, we glide it forward. We open. And then we close. And glide forward. So remember, this position is optional. If you just want to keep the knees stacked and the hips stacked, both knees bent, then that's okay. We're going to do one more. Glide it all the way forward. Open the book. And then close it. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Okay, so either knees bent, hips stacked, knees stacked, or we can straighten that underneath leg, relax the top knee down to the ground, okay? Then tuck the shoulder, hand at eye level, the top hand glides forward, and then we open the book. And even if the hips are, you've got a split leg position, you might find that the top knee lifts a little bit from the ground. That's okay. We glide the hand forward. We open the book. And we close the book. We go again, glide all the way forward. Open the book. And close the book. Glide it forward. Close it. I'm going to do that once more. Open it out. Close it. Amazing. Take yourself onto your back. Just put your knees to the chest. Give them a little wiggle. Massage that lower back into the mat. And then we're going to take ourselves into a nice comfortable position, wherever that may be. Just relaxing down towards the ground. You don't have to stay perfectly still. You can move, you can stretch, but the goal is to take a moment to disconnect from everything going on around you. So even if you hear those noises, whatever's going on, just try your very best to disconnect from that and to focus on your breathing pattern and relaxation through your body. Sometimes this may feel easy, sometimes it may feel quite challenging, it might always feel challenging, but it's a good practice to do. So we're just going to focus on our breathing pattern, and we're going to notice how the breath feels through our nose, throat, down into our chest and lungs, and all the way down to our tummy and pelvis. It's all connected to the breath. We're going to allow the body to feel heavy. Relax it down towards the mat. Ideally, we want to create a relaxed, deep breath that doesn't feel awkward or uncomfortable, that holds some kind of rhythm, but is flexible. And as we breathe in, we imagine we're filling our body with air. We get that nice expansion out through the rib cage and a gentle rise through the tummy. And then as you breathe out, we relax the body down deeper into the mat. And you're just going to do a body scan just to encourage relaxation through the body. But also it allows us to recognize any areas of the body that are carrying tension or that feel uncomfortable. So we just take our awareness to our feet and our ankles, our knees, our hips. You notice the connection of the back of the body into the mat, around the spinal area, through shoulder blades, and the neck. We're going to notice the gentle rise and fall of the tummy as we breathe in and out. And we're just going to take awareness to our shoulders, our elbows, our hands, fingers, and toes. And for awareness to our neck and jaw, the muscles of our face, our eyes and forehead. Really thinking about relaxation. Just letting go of any tension we're holding on to. Creating that rhythmical flowing breath. We give our fingers a wiggle, our toes a wiggle. We're just going to take a moment now to move in a way that we feel would be most beneficial. Alternatively, you can stay perfectly still and just breathe. And then when you're ready, we're going to take ourselves into a seated position. We're going to take those hands down behind us, open through the chest. Again, let go of any tension through the hips and legs. We are done. Twisted. There we go.